Hello everyone, today we are breaking down the promo pictures for episode 2, season 2 of House of the Dragon, but before that remember to like the video, helps out the channel a lot, and subscribe, and yada yada yada, let's get to it. The first picture we get is of Allison Hightower and Helaena Targaryen. They're wearing black veils, so they're most likely coming from Jaehaerys' funeral, or they are still in the middle of the funeral procession. Jaehaerys was the son that was killed in the last episode by Blood and Cheese, so Helena's son and Alicent's grandson. We know from the trailer for season 2 that a riot breaks out while they are wearing these black funeral veils, and we see the two take off, trying to get to safety. It is hard to say what causes this riot, but I have an idea. We get a still of Mysaria here, so she will be in the next episode as well. And in the Weeks Ahead trailer we got after episode 1 aired, Mysaria says there is more than one way to win a war. And what do we know Mysaria for? Lies, secrets, knowing the underbelly of King's Landing. She is literally the one who told Daemon about Blood and Cheese. So I believe Mysaria is the one setting this all into action. She is behind the riot. She is setting up the discord in the city to help the blacks win the war. Cause if the small folk turn on the greens, they really don't have much of a chance. Now they have to worry about these small folk rising up, as well as Team Black coming to sack the city. What the riot could be about, it's hard to say. Maybe it's about food shortages, which happens a lot during a war, or it could be about Aemond. He is the one who caused all this by killing Lucerys, and now another young prince has lost his life. The next set of photos is of the Black War Council. They are probably finding out about the death of Jaehaerys as well and discussing what they should do next. We see Rhaenyra with Rhaenys and another lord here. I believe this is Sir Alfred Broom. In the trailer for next week's episode, we hear him say, "We must seize the hour and act before our enemy does." Broom is a house knight for House Targaryen. Anyways, he knows the Greens will be mourning Jaehaerys at this point and most likely looking for the killers responsible. So the Greens are distracted. It would be a good time to attack. Rhaenyra just lost a son, so she will be more sympathetic towards the Greens at this moment. She does not want to do that, which I think makes Daemon a little annoyed. Rhaenyra wants the throne, but she is not willing to get dirty, which is what it is going to take to win the throne. I think Daemon lets his opinions be heard on this topic as well. Now Rhaenyra is the queen. You are not supposed to undermine the queen, especially in front of her council. It's hard to say if they know Daemon was part of the Blood and Cheese conspiracy or not. Anyways, this argument leads to the next set of pictures. They're in a room by themselves talking. From the trailers, we know Rhaenyra gets quite heated with Daemon during this, saying how he has weakened her claim to the throne and that she can't trust him. Rhaenyra also asks him if he accepts her as his queen and ruler, and we don't see him respond. So clearly Daemon believes he is in the right in what he is doing. He has been in war, he knows what it takes to win, and he thinks Rhaenyra is being naive about it. But she is still the queen. He can't just do whatever he wants without her permission. It undermines her authority and people won't see her as the ruler. Now from this still, it looks like they have made up, so now at least everyone is on the same page. That Daemon has to listen to his queen and Rhaenyra has to accept that wars are messy, and sometimes good people die in the process. The next set of photos is of the Green Council. It looks very early in the morning, and Aegon looks like he just woke up. This is most likely right after the slaying of Jaehaerys happened. They are discussing their next move, so they are probably trying to figure out how this happened. How did assassins get into the Red Keep and get to the royal apartments without anyone knowing? Aegon from the trailers gets pretty volatile after finding out the death of his son, declaring war. I'm sure he is preaching the same thing in the small council meeting. He wants the support from his council to go to war. And Otto, his grandfather and Hand of the King, has preached that they need to wait, to be patient. They need to gather their troops and wait for the other lords to declare for them. Otto believes most will go Team Green, and then the war really won't even be a war. Now Aegon, Aemond, and Criston Cole don't agree with this strategy. They weren't happy with it in episode 1, and they sure as hell won't be happy with it now. We see Aegon, Otto, and Criston in a room together. We know from the trailers that Criston Cole gets named Hand of the King sometime this season. We see the chain he wears here. This could be the episode it happens, and this is probably the moment it happens. In the trailer, we hear Aegon say that he won't be seen as weak. Otto replies that people already see him that way. So Aegon wants to go to war now, because he thinks it would be cowardice if he doesn't respond to the killing of his son with war, which, kind of true. Otto attempts to put him back in his place, basically saying, "You are on the throne because of me, not because you're a great leader. You have been seen as a liability all your life. Let me handle this." Aegon is not going to respond well to this and is going to demote his grandfather and promote Criston Cole, his new stepdad, in his place. By the way, feel really bad for Otto. Guy is banging your daughter and now he takes your job? Feels bad, man. Next shot we get is of Jacaerys and Baela. They are on Dragonstone overlooking the cliffs. Very similar to what Jon Snow and Daenerys did in Season 7. Honestly, this is kind of the first time I at least can remember seeing them interact, so it will be interesting to see what kind of dynamic they have. And that is it for the pictures. What did you think? Leave it down in the comments below, and if you want more House of the Dragon content, please subscribe and like the video. Check out the Twitter link in the description below, and as always, have an awesome day.